Hey guys, let me show you the reason that I was very bad today. Can you see what it is? Yeah, I went to Fred Meyer to look at orchids and I came home with 4. I think you can say I officially have the orchid bug. But I'm really excited about this orchid haul because I have some ones that I've never ever seen in the store before, and I wanted to introduce you to them. So let's get started, and I'll cover the camera so you don't get like weird motion sickness while I move. Okay, so this is my first Miltoniopsis Nelly Isler. This was only $10, and I'm just amazed because typically these online, if they're in bloom, will be like 30 bucks. These, what are a hybrid of Miltonia, Brassia, and Phalaenopsis, I'm guessing by the name Miltoniopsis, but they're a beautiful hybrid, and I discovered these because of Miss Orchid Girl, or Danny as she's known on Facebook, or YouTube, my bad, and yeah, these are some of her favorites, and I've been really wanting one since I saw them on her channel, and now I have not one, but 2. And the lovely thing here is that these ones have a darker flower, and I just think that's a standard kind of variant on the Miltoniopsis Nelly Isler. And then these ones are lighter, and I always wanted a lighter one, but since there were 2, and since I'm not sure how well they will survive, though they should survive pretty well, I wanted to take no chances, so I bought both of the ones in the store because I never, ever, ever, ever saw these in the store, and I'm just like thrilled out of my mind. And I apologize for the camera shaking and the light changing. So yeah, these are in pretty good shape, I would say. I kind of looked at the roots and they looked like they were growing new roots. This one has 2 flower spikes, so you can see this here too, and one is still budding, so that means it's hopefully going to grow a bit taller and give me some flowers, which is really, really exciting. And it has already a new growth coming up from this pseudobulb, so I felt pretty confident about buying this one. Also, this one, it's also doing pretty well. It's got a few less bulbs than the other one, and it already had 1 flower stalk, which they cut off, and I don't know if these are sequential bloomers, but the flower stalk still looks green, so I'm thinking maybe they cut it off a little bit soon. But yeah, these are just beautiful, and I've like dreamed of having them in my collection for like a year now, and there they were at Fred Meyer, and they were only 10 bucks a piece. I never find them for less than 30 bucks. Yay! Next up, we have this like giant Phalaenopsis. This leaf is the same size as my hand. Look at that. That's just like amazing. This one has beautiful soft pink flowers, and it has really a healthy root system. Now, I've had Phalaenopsis in the past that I killed all the roots off and didn't have a great root system to begin with, and they were also packaged horribly, that in a little plastic thing that cut all their circulation off, so their roots died. But this one, I'm really happy to have a nice, pretty Phalaenopsis with not 1 but 2 flower spikes and a healthy root system. And if you're not sure when you're buying orchids about the root system, if I don't snap everything off, let me put this down. So if you're not sure, you can always pull the plant out of the decorative pot and look and see if there's roots growing underneath. And there are so many roots growing around the whole base of this plant. I'm really encouraged that it's in good shape, and aside from maybe a little spiders growing in it, doesn't seem to have pests or any problems, so yay! And that's this one. These blooms are about 1/3 of the size of my hand, but they're so gorgeous, and I'm so happy. And finally is this Brassia. I am like ecstatic about this. I'm not super ecstatic about this really damaged leaves. I might trim this tip off because it's so ugly, but I don't want to put my orchid at risk of illness, so we'll see. But this one, it has a new growth coming up right here, as you can see. This little thing will grow into one of these big pseudobulbs. And it has one long flower spike. And the flowers on it are very spidery. And they're about the size of my hand as well. I'm so in love with this. It's still blooming, and I'm sure I'll get to see these flowers for a really nice long time. The only thing that annoys me is that I think Brassias look better when they're stalked to the sides, so they have this nice cascading effect, but that's alright with me. And so yeah, I'm really excited because these orchids, like these three, were 10 bucks a piece, and I would normally only get like this one Phalaenopsis for like 30 bucks online, so I really am happy about that. And the Brassia was 16, which is still a lot cheaper than the internet, and I think I'm not allowed to buy orchids for myself for maybe a year, but we'll see if that ever happens. Thanks for watching, and shout out to Danny, aka Miss Orchid Girl, for putting out amazing videos all the time and inspiring us to grow our orchid collections. As you can see, I already have some. So, thanks again for watching. If you guys love orchids and you want more information, Miss Orchid Girl is great, and So Neaty is also great. I'm not sure of any other great YouTube channels, but if you have any, list them in the comments. Thank you. Bye-bye.